Hey, how you doing? My name's Mike. I'm a friend of Sam and Paul's, and it's great to be joining with you as you gather today. It's so exciting that you're making your way through John's Gospel. It's such a fantastic book of the Bible, and I pray and I trust that God is speaking to you powerfully as you journey through it together. We're going to be in John chapter 6 today. It's a very long chapter, so we can't focus on all of it, but I just want to draw us attention to the first part of John chapter 6 and the feeding of the 5,000. Because as Jesus' ministry is developing, there's this large crowd that are following him. It's no longer just Jesus and his disciples. It's this large crowd as well, wanting to hear him say more things, wanting to see him do more things. And they're led to a mountainside, we're told. And the disciples begin to get anxious because as they look over at this large crowd, they begin to realize they have nowhere near enough food to feed them all. At this point, I sympathize with the disciples because I know what I'm like when I'm hungry, and maybe you're the same. I tend to get a little bit hangry. If I miss a meal, if I don't get the snack I need, I'm not much good to anyone. And the disciples are worried that if they don't feed the crowd, this friendly crowd could soon turn on Jesus and his disciples. So they're panicking, but of course Jesus is remaining calm. Jesus has a plan, as he always does. And eventually this small boy comes forward with what might seem from the outside as an insignificant offering, as something way too small to make a difference. He comes forward with his lunchbox, 5 small loaves and 2 small fish. It's not enough even to feed Jesus and the disciples, let alone this massive crowd. Yet Jesus takes this small offering, takes this small gift. He gives thanks to God and it is distributed to the crowd. And in a miraculous multiplication, there's enough food for everyone. And not only does everyone get to eat, but there's also some left over as well. As I was reading this, I was reflecting on the fact that so often I can feel like the boy with the small lunchbox. I can feel like what I've got to offer Jesus is not enough. It's too insignificant. It's not big enough. But what this story tells us is that when we give God, when we give Jesus the little we have, he can do amazing things with it. We live in a world that might at times make us feel insignificant, like what we have to offer is insignificant. But this story tells us that when we give God what we have, even if it seems small to us, be it our time, our resources, our attention, our energy, our focus, whatever it is, God can take it, he can do more with it than we could ever think or imagine. And he can do amazing things to and through us. So that's my encouragement to you today, and it's my encouragement to me as well, that we can do amazing things when we put our faith in God, when we give God the little we have. And we can feed not only the physical hunger, but the spiritual hunger of people in our communities. Because Jesus will later say in chapter 6, verse 35, as he reflects on this miracle, "I am the bread of life," says Jesus. "Whoever comes to me shall not hunger." So my prayer for me, my prayer for you, my prayer for us is that spiritual hunger would grow in us and that we would give God whatever it is we have, however insignificant it may seem. And I trust and pray that as we do so, that God will do more amongst us than we could ever think or imagine. So take care. I hope there's a point in the not too distant future where I might be able to get down there and see you guys physically, because I think it's really cool what's going on there. I'm praying for you all. I'm thanking God for what you're doing there. Take care, and I'll see you soon.